On the evening of August 24th, 2019, Elijah McClain was walking home from his local convenience store. A passerby noticed Elijah wearing a ski mask, flailing his arms and listening to music. They called 911, although they told the dispatcher they didn't believe anyone was in danger. Elijah routinely wore masks when outside because he had anemia and became cold easily. When officers arrived and tried to stop Elijah, he continued walking and said, "I have a right to go where I'm going." When an officer touched him, Elijah said, "I'm going home. Leave me alone. Let me go. No, let me go. I'm an introvert. Please respect my boundaries." A struggle escalated, and 3 officers wrangled Elijah, who weighed 140 pounds, towards a lawn, threw him against a wall, and tackled him to the ground. One of the officers applied a carotid control hold around Elijah's neck while Elijah cried and pleaded, "Ouch, that really hurts. I'm so sorry. I don't have a gun. I don't do that stuff." At one point, an officer spotted another officer's body camera pointed at him and said, "Move your camera, dude." Elijah was handcuffed, and medics injected him with ketamine to sedate him, a dose appropriate for a man much larger than Elijah. He suffered 2 heart attacks while taken to the hospital. He was pronounced brain dead on August 30th, 2019. He was just 23 years old. None of the officers or medics present at the scene were charged or held responsible in any way. We need justice for Elijah.
It's taken me a bit of time to address this, but I thought that it's only right that I address this. I stood and addressed the George Floyd death, and I feel like I need to kind of give the same energy to this particular case, because it's one that has touched a lot of people, and we know that there are a lot of people dying. There are a lot of cases that justice needs to be served for, and to be honest, I was a bit scared to address this, because at this point I kind of feel like sick to my stomach. Like every time I see these stories, I feel too scared to watch the videos. I'm just so drained from it all. But I need to talk about this. This particular case happened last year, and only just recently footages have resurfaced of what actually happened to him. Elijah McClain is a 23-year-old boy who was walking on his way home from picking up something for his brother, and because of his health condition, he's anemic, he was wearing a ski mask. Now police were called saying that there was a suspicious boy walking around the neighborhood. Now a year later, there was a footage from the body cam that came out which captured his audio, his last words, and also what happened. So there was a struggle after he resisted restraint from the officers, and one of the officers says he's going for the gun. He then began to say, "I don't have a gun, I'm an introvert."
Hey, stop right there. Stop. 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 I have a right to stop you because you're being suspicious.
Well, okay.
Turn around.
No,
Turn around.
actually, you're home, bro.
Turn around. Stop. Stop tensing up, dude. Stop tensing up, bro. Stop tensing up. This isn't gonna go well. Stop tensing up.
I am an introvert. Please respect the boundaries that I am speaking.
Stop.
Stop. I'm going home.
Relax, or I'm going to have to change this situation.
Leave me alone.
Sir, can you please cooperate?
Leave me alone.
No, we're gonna talk to you.
You guys started to rush me, and I was stopping my music to listen. Now let go of me. Let go.
You guys.
Take my power back, and I intend to be
Come on with me.
censored.
Go.
I intend to be censored.
Where's you going, dude? Stop, dude. Give us more. Give us some more units. We're fighting them.
Relax.
We got our back. Give him
My name's Elijah McClain.
He's carotid.
That's what I was doing. I was just going home. Why? I'm an introvert and I'm different.
Don't get up, dude. It's not going to be good for you. I'm telling you right now.
If you keep messing around, I'm bringing my dog out. He's going to dog bite you. You understand me?
He says, I'm an introvert, please respect my boundaries that I am speaking. One of the officers said, he is going for your gun, and they wrestled him to the ground and put him in a chokehold. So allegedly, when he was put in a chokehold, then he started to lose consciousness, and they released him, and then they began to struggle. The police officers called for assistance and the ambulance, and when they came, they injected him with 500 milligrams of ketamine to sedate him, which was too much for his body, like for his structure, for his type, and allegedly that's what killed him. This has been under investigation. They are looking further into the case. He was struggling, he was vomiting. You could hear from the footage of what he was saying and how much pain he was in. Videos have been resurfacing of him, you know, just with his violin. You can see the kind of person that he would have been. I don't know him personally. I don't know much about his past. All I know is that this story is very heartbreaking, and you know, it's something that I think that the chokehold law has been passed, and officers are not allowed to use this method anymore. They shouldn't have used that drug on him to sedate him, or the amount of it to sedate him, because obviously he didn't react to it well. With drugs, you have to be so careful. Like, first of all, you don't even know if he's allergic to anything, you know, you don't know anything like that, and you just inject him. Like, come on. It's just so crazy, guys, you know, and it's so heartbreaking. And to be honest, I kind of feel like at the moment, I'm just going to quickly touch on the update with George Floyd's murder. Allegedly, the four officers that were involved in his murder may be getting their jobs back. When I saw that this morning, I just kind of felt like, are we fighting a lost battle? You know, because yes, this is in America, and maybe the laws are different to the laws out here in the UK, but like I said before, what happens in America could easily happen here. You know, just because it's in America doesn't mean that we are not affected here. The law is the law. You know, the system is the system. Within the system, it always holds a much higher power, and it just kind of makes me feel like there is footage. There is footage of George Floyd's murder. There is footage and a video recording of Elijah McClain's murder. Footages are coming out, yet it's still not enough to bring justice. What is going on? Like, what is going on, guys? Let me know what your thoughts are, because I don't really know what to think anymore. I'm talking about these stories because light needs to be shed on these stories, and you know, we still need to keep talking about it. As tired as we are, as sick to our stomach as we are, we still need to be talking about it. But are we fighting a lost battle? I don't know. This is a very heartbreaking story, guys. Let me know what your thoughts are in the comment section, and you know, my condolences out to these families. I can't even imagine the level of heartbreak that you are going through, and you know, my prayers to all of these families, to all of you. And you know, we can only just keep praying and just keep voicing our opinion, and keep protesting through our actions, protesting through our voices, protesting, you know, just to make real change come to pass. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.